I read the news this week, so you don't have to. Every Saturday, I post this weekly market recap where I break down all the big economic headlines and stock market updates for the week. So be sure to share with a friend so everyone can stay informed and we can become more financially literate together. Let's get into it. I've got 5 big updates for you. Update number 1. Inflation. So inflation ticked up to 2.7% compared to November 2023. This is the first time in 8 months that we've had back-to-back increases. This is mainly because food and gas prices went up a little bit. When we look at core inflation, that's inflation without crazy prices of food and energy. It actually stayed steady at 3.3% for the 3rd month in a row. So that's a bit of a relief. Experts think inflation might edge up a little bit over the next couple of months, but they're not worried about the overall trend. In other words, inflation is not likely to spiral out of control. Update number 2. Some good news on the housing front. Shelter inflation, which has actually been a really big part of the overall price increases this year, finally showed a slower pace. Housing costs only went up by 0.2% in November. This is the smallest increase we've seen since January 2021. This means the annual housing inflation rate dropped below 5% for the first time in over 2.5 years. It's looking like that long-awaited slowdown in housing prices might be starting. If housing costs continue to cool down, it could really help ease overall inflation. Update number 3. We're seeing different countries adjusting their interest rates based on their specific economic situations, with Canada and Europe being more aggressive about it than the US right now. With all these rate cuts happening in different countries, the US dollar is getting stronger relative to other currencies. This could make imported stuff cheaper for Americans, which can help with inflation as well. This is also good news for US stocks, which tend to do better when the dollar is stronger. Update number 4. Small business owners are the most optimistic they've been in a few years. The Small Business Optimism Index rose sharply in November. Update number 5. Here's what the US stock market did this week. That's all I have for this week. I post this weekly market update every Saturday, so be sure to hit the follow button so you don't miss out. Catch you next week.